My career began in human resources, 30 plus years ago. Um, and my goal was to be the head of human resources of a Fortune 100 company one day. Little did I know that goal was going to lead me on a journey of 9 moves in the first 14 years of my married life. So, first 3 companies, Amoco, now a division of BP, was with them 5 years, moved 3 times, then got recruited to Frito-Lay, division of PepsiCo, was with them 5 years, moved 3 times. So the first 2 companies, 10 years working, 6 moves. Our 3rd child was born during that time. It was somewhat of a gypsy life. And the reality was that as I continued to climb this ladder, that gypsy life would most likely continue. Then got the opportunity to join a company in Nashville. It was a global publicly traded company. It was a VP of Human Resources role. Got me closer to that desired end state. Packed the family up, moved to Nashville. Our 4th was born 3 days after we got here. And it was a great ride, turnaround situation. We were here 2.5 years, and then another executive recruiter called and presented an opportunity that would have put me 1 rung from my goal. So we packed up, moved to Atlanta. I was the head of HR of Russell, a division of Russell Athletic Corporation. And again, another global role, another move. And our 5th was born right before that move, actually. So 8 moves, 12 years. Loved my job with Russell, driving change throughout the world, actually, 20,000+ employees. But kind of an epiphany happened a year and a half into that assignment, that this gypsy life was going to continue. From a family perspective, that wasn't good. As my oldest was approaching middle school, and all the changes that happen at that stage of life, it was time to make a place home. So my family ultimately is what led to the prompting of discerning to get off that ladder that I was on. Although I was 1 rung from my goal, the sacrifices that needed to be made to accomplish that goal were becoming too great. So my wife and I just prayed a lot about this decision. It was a big decision, financial decision, career decision, but ultimately the light bulb went off that I was serving a board of directors that was Wall Street driven, driving shareholder value, but I was really serving the wrong board of directors. So instead of a Wall Street board, it was really my wife and my kids with God as my chairman. That's the board of directors that I wanted to please and serve. And their measures for success are quite different than a Wall Street-driven board of directors. So that epiphany led to a deep discernment of moving back to Tennessee. Because of the 8 places we'd lived, in our mind, this was the best place to raise our kids. And my oldest son further really reinforced that in conversations we had with him. So I went in and resigned. Went to my CEO, who I still have immense respect for, and told him I was going to leave and move my family back to Tennessee. Hardest professional discussion of my life. And he initially made it harder because he challenged my thinking. He knew what my career aspirations were. He knew how close I was. He knew what I possibly could be walking away from financially. And so in a loving way, he challenged me. But I was able to, I think, articulate in a way that he would understand by using an analogy such as this. So we had just rolled out our new performance management and succession planning process globally, and really aligning pay to performance to create a high-performance culture. So I shared with my CEO that my ultimate performance review in life is going to be written by one man, and I pointed north, and I said that, the criteria he's going to use to measure my performance is not what my title is or what my pay is or what kind of car I'm driving or how big my house is. It's ultimately be, how did I take care of my wife and my kids? And that was fueling this decision to leave. So once I shared it with him in that way, I had his blessing. And that was important to me because of the respect I had for him. So he's the one that eventually said, hey Steve, why don't you start a business and I'll be your first client. And that's what birthed our company 15 plus years ago. And I'll be forever grateful to him for encouraging me to take a leap of faith that I never would have thought to take had I not had someone I trusted encourage me to do so. So that's a long, I guess, summary of how this journey began many, many years ago.